Hello everyone, welcome to this channel again. So today we'll be studying about our next literary theory, which is formalism, and that spans from 1950s to 30s. So technically I should have made video on formalism first, but as I myself studied from new criticism, so I made the video from new criticism. Otherwise, these two are very similar, but there lies the simple difference between them. New criticism and formalism both focuses on the close reading of the text. But how does these both differ from each other? When we studied about new criticism, then we got to know that how close reading happens and what meaning do we get when we close read any of the text that is given to us. But in formalism, we ask one question, that what makes the literature literary, and how the simple ordinary language is different from another one which shares different things and more captivating words or words that demands attention. For example, for just to tell you, I would like to take an example of India won the match. This is the ordinary language which could have been used, and we would have gathered the meaning that okay, India won the match, and we got to know about it. But if we use like India didn't just win, they devoured the oppositions, batted like goats, and turned the ground into temple of triumph. Now the words like goats, temples, devoured, these are the words that are demanding attention. And this attention, the attention with which these words, these forms are demanding from the audience, that is what formalism studies. This is the simplest form in which you can understand formalism. So formalism studies the form by close reading the text. In new criticism, we were finding that what does this sentence mean without any reference of author, historical reference, personal opinions. We were just reading the sentence, the line, the text that were given to us, or basically mainly about that was about poetry. I'm just telling you all these things in the simplified manner. That's why I'm saying that we took a text, but it was mainly about the poetry. So in the same word, formalism is also doing the same thing, but it is asking questions that what type of literary devices, what type of ornamentation, what type of rhyme scheme, I mean, what type of these things have been used in such a way in a sentence, in such a way that it is capturing, or yes, it is capturing the attention of the audience. So it is the study of these things that has been ingrained in the sentence or the text. This is what the formalism theory says. It has few of the important key terms and key facts, not key facts actually, literary terms that comes under formalism that defines it at its most. The first term is defamiliarization. Now, what does defamiliarization do? And before that, what does it even mean? Before telling you this, I would like to tell you that you know what is familiarization? Familiarization is to familiarize or something which we know already, to have a feeling of being familiarity. That is familiarization. Defamiliarization is the another technique of seeing the same thing with other perspective. That is defamiliarization, which was given by Roman Jacobson, and he was one of the author from the formalism theory. And it only says that how defamiliarization is serving the perspective of looking at things in a different manner. That is defamiliarization. So the next term is foregrounding. Foregrounding is the term which I already explained you by an example when I gave you the example of India won the match, and then I explained that in some other language as well. The meaning of in both of them were different, but the way we use language, that shifts it from ordinary language to something that demands attention. That is foregrounding. Then the third point, the third term is fabula and sujet. Fabula is something you can understand if any of you have read Hamlet or have gone through from the summary of Hamlet, which was written by William Shakespeare. Then you must have known that what exactly happened in the story. how there is King Hamlet, and how Claudius kills King Hamlet. He marries the mother Gertrude, and then the son Hamlet comes and he gets to know about the murder of King Hamlet. Then how Ophelia and Leartus all comes in scene, and in the end everyone dies. This is the chronological story. That is fabula. Fabula is like every scene, every story in the chronological order. That is known as fabula. Shuzhe, Syuzhet. This is Shuzhe. It says that how we know that this is a chronological order by reading the story or by having the summary of the work. But how the novel starts from the middle of the story, and then everything is told in the retrospective manner. This is how the story is picturized to evoke suspense, to evoke regret, to evoke guilt, to evoke fear. I mean, the way the whole story is organized to represent something or to evolve something or to evoke something, that is Shuze. How it is organized, how the novel is organized, how the text is shown to you, that is Shuze. And fabula is chronological order of the story. So these three are the main key terms that comes under formalism. Okay. Now, in the previous video which I made of new criticism, I just told you about what happens in new criticism and what do we understand by it. But today I thought that it would have no meaning if I would not share anything about the writer. So it is, I mean, it is not possible to share each and every writer here in the video, because it would look like that I am summarizing whole things. And to be honest, that is not possible here in the video. So today I thought that it would be great if I will attach the notes which I have made during my preparation. Like for the new criticism video, I forgot to do these because I was not aware that I can do that as well. But in this video, I will attach the slides in which I will attach all of the authors that come under formalism theory and any of the term that has been given by them. So that can work as the reference, and you can do your research based on these further on your own, and you can get the clear understanding that how much and what do you have to study. Okay, we will meet next in the structuralism video.